This is TWiT.
Oh, bye-bye Duplex on the web.
When you were talking about the AI a few minutes ago, this is the Google product, right?
Yeah.
Where you call in.
Yeah, it's AI.
I immediately thought about that because couldn't we argue that if they're powering this with AI, that could become problematic just because of people's personal aversion to talking to a computer versus a person?
Duplex makes my reservations all the time now.
Yeah, and you can still do that with your phone. All right, is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, I'm like, oh, hey, I want to reserve a spot. And then I call and it's like, hey, do you want me to do this for you? And I'm like, sure.
Please. But
it only works 1 out of every 3 times, though, I will say.
What happens?
But I don't know if that's a function of people hanging up on it because, oh my God, gross, or 2, there's just not a reservation available.
You live in the future. So what do you do?
She does.
Jane
Jetson.
I've never used this. I'm so impressed.
Yeah. She is our Jane Jetson, you know?
I'm just lazy and I don't want to talk to people.
Do you have to press a button? Do you have to talk to the assistant?
So if I Google a restaurant, so like I'm like, oh, I want to go to Sam's Chinese food in the Bay Area. I'll Google Sam's Chinese food and then I get the little Google thingy for it. And then it'll be like, do you want to make a reservation? And if I hit make a reservation, or maybe it's when I call it. It's either when I call them, Google now, because I'm running something that Google analyzes any phone calls that I'm making.
Why don't you try it now?
No.
Yeah.
So
what are the steps? Sorry,
one of the ways you do it, you won't be able to do it anymore because this used to be Duplex on the web.
Well, who does any?
Well, maybe you did when you went to Sam's. Was there a button that you pushed to say make a reservation?
No. Okay. Well, I'm doing it on my phone.
Oh, okay. By the end of this year, says Google will
web
turn
or desktop. Phone web okay still, or just web desktop bad?
No, web. So phone would be the same.
Web.
Yeah. We're turning down Duplex on the web and fully focusing on making AI advances to the Duplex voice technology. So that's why I'm curious. Do you dial the restaurant's number and then it says, "Hey, I could handle this," or do you say to the assistant?
I'm sorry that I don't remember.
You probably say to the assistant, "Hey, Schmold."
No, I almost never talk. I never talk to the assistant on my phone usually. If the phone's in my hand, I'm gonna just. But it gives at some point in time. Basically, when Google offers me things on my phone, I have a culture of yes.
Yes.
I'm like, sure.
Yes, and yes.
So it at some point in time said, hey, would you like Duplex or would you like me to make this? I think it said Google Assistant to make this reservation for you. It also does it when I'm on like phone trees. Like if I dial like Alaska Airlines right now, it will give me a visual chat of what's happening. And then at some point in time, it'll ask if I want to handle, if I want to.
How does it report success versus failure?
It sends me an email.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if I can find the email.
That's good.
So I'm reading more about this on the Google page. So what it is when you say to the assistant, "Hey Goog, book me a car from Hertz." Then on your phone, the Hertz website comes up, and Duplex will actually fill in the details: your car preferences, your name, your dates, payment.
And Hertz will accuse you of stealing it. But that's
and Hertz will say, "You stole this." But the rollout was apparently slow to begin with. Not many sites did it.
That's not what I used.
Yeah, no, this is something different. Android was the only platform from which Duplex on the web could be used. The service came to Chrome for Android as Assistant in Chrome late in 2019.
I found it.
That's what's being
so. Assistant is what was working on my request. It was for Restaurant Marché, which is here in Bainbridge. And it said, it sent me an email saying that my request was in progress. So this was after I asked it to do it. And I got an email that says it's doing it. And then I got an email saying it didn't do it. It did not make it could not make the reservation. And that's all it told me. It told me it just couldn't make it.
Okay.
Ooh, wild Alaska halibut wood fired is tonight's special.
Oh, you went to. I'm amazed that an island like Bainbridge has restaurants. I always see it as someone.
So rude. There are 24,000 people living here.
Oh, so you got a.
We have one of Esquire's top 40 restaurants for 2022 is on our island.
I'm on my way.
It's spelled soups with an E. You know it's fancy.
Oh, that's Greg Atkinson's restaurant. He's actually really a delightful human being. He and his wife own this restaurant.
You know, I'm thinking we could do a feature on the show from now on. Instead of the Google changelog, like Stacey Higginbotham's Bainbridge Island. And it would just be things that you like about your island.
There we go. I thought it was going to be Stacey says yes to Google, and each week I'll say yes to some weird Google thing.
That's even better. Oh, I like that.
That's just me trying to put that G in
Put
Twig.
the G back into Twig. Yep. Let's put the G back in Twig.
I'm Jason Howell. How do you thank your hardworking team? Well, with a Club TWiT corporate subscription, of course. You can show your appreciation and reward your tech team with a subscription to Club TWiT, and that way they'll be informed and entertained with podcasts covering the latest in technology. With a Club TWiT subscription, they're going to get access to all of our podcasts ad-free, the members-only Discord, exclusive outtakes, behind-the-scenes and special content, and exclusive shows like Hands on Mac, Hands on Windows, and the Untitled Linux Show. Go to twit.tv/clubtwit and look for corporate plans for complete details.